sons, you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is October 12th, 2022. It is 3:04 p.m. I have the extra time and my kid's gonna come from school soon, so I'm getting some of those tweets out of the way and I could always edit them anytime. Alright, so I came across some tweets that were very interesting and let's get to it. Let's go on Twitter. And I think this is the first one. Yeah. So Charles scheduled the coronation on Archie's birthday, huh? Alright, so by now we already know Charles' coronation is on May 6, 2023, and it's on Archie's birthday. So the squad were talking. Okay, Charles did it because he realized Archie's birthday get recognized worldwide. Archie gets celebrated more than any kid in that family on his birthday. Major news outlet wishes Archie happy birthday. Hell, Disney wishes Archie on his birthday. I forgot all about this, about Disney and all of that. That is true. I mean, why would he do that? I mean, this is a grown adult. We'll be competing with a 4-year-old. That's kind of tacky. Okay, out of the whole entire 365 days, I think I mentioned something like that in one of my comments. Out of a whole entire 365 days of the year, he just had to pick that day. Old King Chuck isn't even subtle with his messiness. I'll continue to pray that the Sussexes stay home with their family in Montecito and don't give that cockeyed coronation a second thought. I'm telling you, yep. That's why a whole low vibrational king hood rat. Okay, thanks for telling us neither William or Charles care much about those kids. The royal nonsense trumps family ties, but Harry was there for his dad and his brother's kids. Again, I just hope Harry knows all this and makes the break completely. They are not his family. Okay, on Lily's first birthday, they couldn't mention her birthday for fear of being accused of overshadowing the Queen's Jubilee. I hope they do not pass on wishing Archie a happy birthday on the actual date, being that the coronation was intentionally chosen to be held on his birthday. Oh my God, the mentality over there I can't understand. I actually hope they do forget Archie's birthday. They are not fit or worthy to be acknowledged by King Archie. Okay, seriously, what a pathetic little man. Every time I look at that hand, it looks like it's gonna burst. You put a pen on it, you see all the blood come out. Alright, more reason for the Sussex family to stay away from the mess on Grey Island. Hope they throw Archie a wonderful party at home and wonderful Montecito. None of the other royal children attended Lily's birthday party. Lily was too young to be bothered, but a mother can never forgive or forget it. Archie's party will be fun of happy, noisy toddlers, as it should be. Great auntie does not approve of bouncy castle though. Bouncy castle, many of them be flying off any high wind. You see the kids the kids flying off of the bouncy house. If you don't be careful, you have flying kids in the bouncy house. I agree with her. A king competes with his 4-year-old grandson for world attention. Interesting. There's no need to compete. He could have chose another day, month. That's right. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Alright, next tweet. King Charles' coronation date is definitely not a snub toward the Sussexes. Alright, there's a link, but I'm not gonna read it. Alright, it's definitely some gaslighting, passive-aggressive BS that is going to backfire big time. Coincidence is not doing something on someone's birthday. Going to a restaurant at the same time as someone is a coincidence. Birthdays are every year the same date. Planning something on someone's birthday is not a coincidence. Definitely. What is that? Happy coincidence. Okay, on sale now. Imagine being on that bridge. That thing is swaying like this. Whew. I bet money he then realized it was Archie's birthday. A staffer then brought it up. He shrugged, said, oh well, and here we are. Nah, I don't think so. I doubt that they brought it up at all. The British media is getting this from all the tweets, etc. Okay, he will abdicate in 2026. A small reign though. Really? Where did we get that? People's gonna be upset at him? But only because grandfather of the year didn't realize the significance of the date. That's the I. Okay, and father of the year too. Let's see here. This was Harry on Archie, his son's 3rd birthday, but how inconsiderate of King Charles to have his hour-long coronation on his grandson's 4th birthday. But the thing, whatever. They were in the same state, okay, so most likely he's gonna want them to come over there in the UK, but whatever, like the squad was saying, stay away, and I've been saying it. All right, next tweet. Riddle me this: if you want $1 billion duchy, why would you take $2 million in cash from shady people? After all, $2 million should be small change to a true billionaire. You are getting it. Okay, asset rich but cash poor. Pathological greediness has nothing to do with how much you already have. It has a sick kindred spirit with hoarding. That is true. It's like when you have, you want more and more and more. You can never have enough, and this is what's gonna stop them. When you know your limit, you just stop and be satisfied. Okay, what you have will never be enough. You still need more and more and more. That's exactly that. Okay, 2 things could be happening. 1, the duchy valuation is trumped, overvalued, exaggerated. 2, pure greed. They like to receive more than giving. Rather than giving from their pockets, they rather source elsewhere, even if funds come from corruption, blood. That's KFC3 for you. That is true. Somebody is lying about the money. Okay, obviously lots of cover-ups. Elizabeth II done the same, hence Harry said he did not want anything to do with the motto of the firm. Alright, a different take. He's a cheapskate. The money was allegedly used to fix up, maintain. Nah. They would rather make the public money, people, the taxpayers cough up the money for anything else that they have. But they'll try to, even though the public is coughing up the money, they will still try to pocket it and say that there's not enough. Yep, I know that feeling of greed. Can maintain one of his personal estate. I believe in Scotland. Why use your own money when you can use someone else? Exactly. Money from the Duchy is all accounted for. Shady cash can be spent on things you don't want others to know about. Okay, like a new peg. The squad have to throw the shit because they are greedy and can't resist grifting where they can. People like this believe money comes in only, never goes out. That is true. When you start having money coming in, there's something that goes in the mind. It's really scary. Until you get hypnotized out of it, you'll be, oh my God, I can't believe this is what I was doing. Because they are greedy and can't resist grifting where they can, people like this believe money comes in only, never goes out, or they feel persecuted or robbed. See most of the 1%ers, hence the state of the world. There needs to be a show on money hoarders. You think junk hoarders are bad? Cash poor or downright greedy, either way, it's all smoke and mirrors and tampon land. Because you're greedy and cheap. That's another thing. Let's go to the next tweet. This is the one that maybe gets started with the recording. That was funny. Okay, we are going to have less derangers next year as most of them will freeze this winter. It's funny, but at the same time, we have some good squaddies over there. They just, get lost in the mix of all these people. I'm sorry, good squaddies, you over there, especially the one who went to the Netherlands and hooked us up. There are some really good squaddies. And what about that young lady who stood when Meghan was giving the speech at One Young World, and then that lady on the outside was, doing her hysterical deranged kind of, I don't know, protest against Meghan, and then that young squaddy came out and put some sense into that nonsense. Either the derangers got it, I don't know, but there are some good squaddies. This one, we are going to have less derangers next year as most of them will freeze this winter. Alright, we have good squaddies over there, so they mix along with the derangers over there. Okay, there's me here. May the Lord protect the good squaddies on that island. You see, I'm looking out for you guys. Oh my goodness, good squaddies. Okay, petty squad members. I'm telling you, petty squad members are much more fun than when they go low, we go high members. Too broke to afford heating their dumpsters. The GIF fits with the tweet. Okay, and now they are crying on Twitter about getting evicted and mad at having Meghan. I don't know, are they? Maybe that's why that tweet came about. They're crying on Twitter. Oh my God. And now they are crying on Twitter about getting evicted and mad at Harry and Meghan instead of the one with the 4 homes. They deserve it. Oh my God. Isn't that funny? They have zero personal animus toward the royal family, who have more impact on their financial situation than a couple who unburden the taxpayers. Yeah, I'm telling you, that comment that I read, what was the comment about? Oh, me agreeing with one a video that I came across. I think is a MP in the UK, and I agree with some of the things that he was saying. And then just because I don't know who he was, the name looked familiar, but I couldn't match the name with the face until some people in the comment section told me it was Corbin something, right? And so they were telling me, you're agreeing with somebody you don't even know. I was like, what the F? Are you serious? I cannot agree with somebody who I don't know? Wow. I'm telling you, the common sense, whoo. I don't know. Are they serious about that? I mean, I'm not saying I'm that brilliant mind or anything like that. People do make mistakes and stuff. But wow, these are some basic stuff. Okay, isn't that funny? They have zero. Okay, I just read that. Okay, the Rangers fighting to stay alive with no heating and no food, but enough hate to finish them off. Okay, should they be asking the royal rats for help? Because they are on the same cause and whatnot. Isn't that, what's her name? She has a YouTube channel. What's her name? She does fitness. Oh my God, I forgot her name. So let me not waste time. I forgot her name. She looked like that Mexican young lady who married with that Chinese guy, and they have a child together. What's his name? Gio. That's it. Gio. Okay, let's do the next one. They have, and the royal answer was. I know the royals don't care. Okay, and the thing is that Harry and Meghan were over there to help them, but they chased them out. Hey, this is why the squad are laughing. Okay, I've been very cautious not to tweet something along these very lines, but F it, I won my heart knowing that several thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands of derangers will be stone cold by May 2023. Let me go to bed now. People are trying not to get involved in this kind of pettiness, but the derangers cannot help themselves to show themselves, and the squad have to come and show their pettiness. Alright, it's hard to feel sorry for people who've spent the last 5 years creating hate content for someone who doesn't affect their lives. It's also funny how they don't put the blame on those who sponge off the taxpayers and live in 4 homes they pay for. What is it? Not too long ago, I hear, was it William going to another home or something like that? Alright, let's see here. Sorry, no memes. But reality has set in on my life, and I'm not laughing anymore. I'm sick of rich people problems. My landlord wants... Oh, is that the one? My landlord wants me out so she can jack up rent. I'm alone in a town I have no connection to, and I miss my mom. Oh my God. Too much for words. This is the worst time of my life. Okay, there's a lot of people I don't follow on Twitter, but is this one of those people who be hating on Meghan, on the Sussexes? I don't know. You have a wife and 2 healthy kids. You have independence and 4 million mentioned, jabs thrown at your unqualified feet. I've been trying so long, but often if you have nothing to start with, you're not getting anywhere. Okay, I've created more content in the last 5 years where my job, all right, I don't have a title and no importance. This is the thing. If you're doing this for the money, you it's not about money. But with all that money, if they were making on the hate campaign, so how come they're not surviving? What's going on? Then anyway, let me not say anything. Okay, look like our pettiness is showing. Derangers' priorities are all wrong. A few years ago, the Queen had the gall to ask ministers to use money earmarks for schools, hospitals, and low-income families to hit Buckingham Palace. Oh my God. Similarly, it won't be Charles and company who will suffer this winter. They don't realize that this manufacturer hate is to distract them from the fact that they are being robbed. Hey, they're cashing in. They know time is almost up, so they're grabbing as much as they can, and before they run out of there. I don't know where they're gonna go, but hey, let's see here. My favorite kind of petty. Their priorities are all whack. That's that. Okay, violence. There's this. There's that. Okay, this should not be this funny. I know. I was trying not to laugh about it, but oh my God, me. Okay, that's effing hilarious. That's horrible. Look at the eyes. Oh my God. This is the sort of violence I love to see. There's that. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. I may not finish. My kid should be home soon. There's Omid. Why Prince Harry's war against the tabloid is only just getting started. My latest at Yahoo News UK column. Alright, so I'm not gonna read that. Okay, great article. Harry has a purpose and mission. Make tabloid take responsibility for inaccurate reporting and save others from their bullying. History will remember Prince Harry. Definitely. what is it, when people stand against you know, how will I say that, against the norm, the things that unjust. Okay, these are the ones that's gonna stand out. Like for instance, Dawn Butler, when she called out what's his name, Bojo, for lying and stuff like that. Okay, everybody was, for some reason, I don't know, everybody were somewhat on the same page, but she said stop lying, and then they kick her out. They wanted her, from my understanding, they wanted her to apologize. She was like, no, he's lying. And then look what happened. Okay, let's see here. Memoir will be a source of attack against royal family members. The reality of both projects will actually see their harshest aim taken at the British press. Hardly a surprise given the role sections of the media have played throughout his life and relationships. But the fight, I was told earlier this year, extend far beyond Harry's own experiences. The Duke, who has previously spoken about the importance of media freedom and objective, truthful reporting, also hoped that his effort will help the many ordinary people who have been targeted by newspapers over the years, often unknowingly. There comes a point when the only thing to do is to stand up to this behavior because it destroys people and destroy lives. And literally, it has destroyed life. Especially one of the prominent people in the UK is Caroline Flack. Okay, Harry said in 2019, we want and can believe in a world. Okay, there's more to it. Okay, from Prince William standing his CEO to help Daily Mail in court against Meghan. This, I don't know. It will never, if I don't know. I don't want to say how a brother should feel about another brother, but my goodness, royal family inviting UK tabloid barons who don't pay taxes in UK to King Charles III hiring a guy from DM, etc. Royal family doesn't care about the toxicity and damage those tabloids do to UK citizens. And it seems like majority of UK citizens, I don't know, I don't think they care either until it hit them in the face. Unfortunately, but there are some who gets it. Look at Harry is a Brit. He understands it, but the majority of them go along with. Okay, senior member of royal household passed information about Meghan Markle to Mail on Sunday. Editor, court papers show. Alright, there's a whole bunch of this. Let's not forget Jason Kenoff with the Cambridges in November 2021. He was helping the Daily Mail, the Daily fell with their appeal behind her back despite her winning in February. I'm telling our prayers, my goodness. Wow. Alright, there's more things here. You could read it. There's that also. But she knows how to play the game. She knows how to play the game. Look where her playing the game right. Look, it puts her. Okay, Prince Charles and Camilla hire Daily Mail executive for top post. Okay, July 2nd, 2022. That's this year. I'm telling you now. They sent what is it? Princess Diana to a place where they cannot touch her, and she's gonna do the best that she can with the help of Meghan ancestors. I've said it some old videos. Okay, on Mid-Wednesday, let's go. I saw that. That was the first one that I saw when Omid first put it out. I know, right? LOL. Hope they can make an impact in this area. Uphill battle though. Yeah, it's an uphill battle. Okay, Harry has moral and standard. He is the only one in that family who hasn't sold his soul and kids for positive write-ups. He should not trust any food or his safety around Charles, and that's it, around Charles and William. We know the length they'll go to do keep the tabloid master happy. Yep. Okay, all the time when during the funeral area, during that time when they wanted him to come along, they had a plan. They must have had a heads up that he was gonna do that. All right, people pass information all the time, so they wanted this to stop. Another excellent article. Great job, Omid. That's it. I personally think it will be effective if a whole bunch of tabloid victims join in a global defamation suit. I think, in my humble opinion, this is a step for something bigger. Okay, Meghan won hers, which Harry can be used as president as examples or things that had happened. Okay, and then once they win that part, I think it's gonna be much bigger because this thing is worldwide. Okay, there's one video where I spoke about it. It's worldwide. Okay, if this industry is ever going to change, it will only be because it was forced to. And for global defamation as well. That's it. Global. That's the thing here. This is what Harry is doing right now is step 2. What Meghan did is step 1. Okay, and then the third one is going to be much bigger, in my humble opinion, which I spoke about in one of my video, and I was bringing it as a observation, as a humble opinion, but the more that I think about it, I think it might be true. Okay, I want to see him take Levin, Wooden, and Morgan to court for defamation and libel. Alright, let's see here. There's the popcorn. Bring it on. There is a risk that this, like previous cases, could see retaliative press attack against him and his family. Hey, sometime, I mean, nothing is gonna be easy. You know they're gonna be pushing back. Nothing is gonna be easy. You think Meghan's win the copyright case was easy? No, it wasn't easy. Even professionals, expert was telling Meghan to not pursue this. Can you imagine this? And look what happened. Did Meghan win? Nothing is easy. This is something they have to fight. If they want it, they have to fight for it. All right. That's the question. They've been hounding him and his family for years. I mean, they're still hounding him. So if he needs peace and quiet, then
if you want to be private, go back to America and live privately. It's pretty straightforward.
they're still hounding him. So if he needs peace and quiet, then
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option.
they're still hounding him. So if he needs peace and quiet and tranquility with his family, he has to take them on. That's all you have to do, so that they could leave him alone. Look at this. He left the country. He literally left the country. They're still talking about him and his wife. So what he gotta do? He just have to go. What did I say in one of my videos? You have to cut it at the neck. All right, the snake at the neck. Okay, that's what I'm saying. They've been hounding him and his wife and children for years. I'm sure he's like, bring it on. That's exactly that. All right, I'm not gonna read this. Okay, nothing will surprise me, because the determination to use Diana to produce the children, then destroy her, could only come from a place full of pure hate and selfishness. Yep, this is the thing. This is the core for me when it comes to Diana and Charles. Okay, you took her out of her privacy, use her body, create 2 children, and then where is she now? Okay, and then they try to do the same thing with the second son. Nah. This is pure evil. This is pure evil. All right, next tweet. There's more comment, but I'm leaving it. I'm moving on. Next tweet. There's this tea and there's a laugh. Okay, can't serve 2 masters. Parti Quebec's leader refuses to swear oath to king. When I saw that, I was like, let me just bookmark it. Published October 12, 2022. That's today. The Canadian press shared this story. She put Princess Diana there. Guess smart man. I love a man who can think for himself. The tampon swearing to is ridiculous. It's the only good stance he has. LOL. Really? I don't know who he is. No one should be surprised. The Quebecers wanted to succeed from the rest of Canada. The only royal Quebecers folks invited here are Harry and Meghan. Okay, good. I'll join this guy. No. That's the only good thing to agree with him. Otherwise, he's a little bit too anti everything. That's not French. Really? Okay, so you see, I don't know anything about Canadian politics. Okay, that's in French. Who can blame him? The time has come and gone to bow and grovel to people with hereditary titles and living lavishly off of blood money from slavery and imperialism. Smart guy. Why? I have a question. When the people swear allegiance or oath to the king or queen, are they putting them before God? No, they're below God. The king and queen are below God, from my understanding. Look at the video. I don't remember exactly how I said, but the thumbnails of that video, I have God on top, the firm, which consists of the monarch and the crown and the sovereign. All right, and then everything else is below. Okay, and then below that you have little separation, differentiation. You got, I guess, different skin colors or whatever, but nobody should ever pass the firm, the sovereign. All right, let's see here. Publish. That's that. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. All right, my son should be coming soon. Let's go to the next tweet. Let's see if he's on the bus. Gotta love how one day the Sussexes are the poorest couple in Hollywood, and the next they have enough money to bribe everyone and buy awards. That's regarding the award Harry and Meghan, well, Archwell is gonna receive for RFK award. I think it's December something. All right, I'm checking my phone. Yep, he's on the bus. Yep, just got on the bus. All right, the amount of people under this tweet that don't understand sarcasm. I mean, yeah, I did read some comments. Some people didn't get it. It's just that the way he or she is saying is that, what is it? In 1 minute they're saying, what is it? Harry and Meghan is poor, and Harry and Meghan are poor, and then in 1 minute they have 16 bathrooms. All this nonsense. They don't follow through. All right, they just grab nonsense, headlines after headlines, and then they throw it out there. They don't process it. But I understand this one. All right, because 1 minute they're saying they're poor, and the next thing, how could they have money to buy awards? They think that the award that they're getting is bribe. Pay the Kennedys to give them the award. All right, stop with the deranged noise. Nah. From my understanding, he's making somewhat of a reference to what the derangers will say because of the award that Harry and Meghan are gonna get. I don't think he's calling Meghan, the Sussexes, out about the award. He's just making a reference. It's just a sarcasm. I don't think he's saying it. I don't know. I think I got it. I don't know how to explain it, but I think I got it. I don't even need to read. Some days this changed from Hooper to Prince during the course of a single day. How did they buy this award? Ask that to their detractors. Okay, so these people, they don't get it, but I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. Prince Harry, ever the gentleman. Okay, this is why those on Salt Island are mad. Harry loves and respects his wife. He treats Meghan the way a woman should be treated by her husband. In return, she has his back. That's a healthy marriage. Will and Kate tolerate each other because they just want that crown and money. Alright, you mean he doesn't walk past his wife to get into the car with the kids? As I'm reading this, I'm literally seeing the video of him getting in the car and then Kate behind. You mean he doesn't walk past his wife and get into the car with the kids before she does? How dare he be loving and chivalrous? He's such a gentleman. There's that. I like this man, gentleman. That's why they're mad. Harry and Meghan made the choice to give up their His or Her Royal Highness HRH title, meaning that they won't be referred to by their royal names. This means that yes, Harry no longer wishes to be referred to as Prince. He will always be Prince. He will always be Prince. Getting rid of more dead weight of the palace. 10/5/22. But he will always be Prince. Harry will always be Prince, no matter what. I don't know. I don't know. People could correct me on that. I think I understand why this comment was placed there, because the squad made them realize even if they take the Duke title off of them, away from them, but Meghan will always be princess. So now they're trying to make it believe like Harry is not a prince once they do that, but Harry will always be a prince no matter what. So yeah, they're making the rules as they go along, and confusing themselves and other people who really take those titles dear to their heart. They're gonna ruin for them. All right, it's not Harry and Meghan who's gonna ruin it for them. It's those people who's making the rules as they go along. Because when the squad made them realize, even if they take the dukedom away from Harry, that Meghan will be known as a princess, and then now they're making believe like Harry will not be a prince after they take the HRH title, whatever. But anyway, Harry and Meghan don't care about that. Anyway, next tweet. Am I right and understanding that the whole quote line of succession and quote thing has been thrown out the window, and Charlie Boy will abdicate on May 6th so that Prince Archie can be crowned king on his birthday. Where is that hyperbole? King Charles' coronation lands on Archie's birthday. Okay, I didn't read that article, but I'm here for the comments. Okay, there may be 3 reasons for choosing this date. 1, to get Archie limelight for his PR. 2, to use Archie to detract from the people anger that Gladys will be anointed with, could be that, with church holy oil as Queen consort. Then, what is it? There was something that was put out where she said to call her queen or something like that. Couple videos ago I mentioned it, to force Harry down and drag him away from his US family special day. Alright, also they leave the kids normally when they have to come here. Only for Jubilee, which fell on Lily's birthday, did they bring them. Tabloid want pics of the children, so might be another reason, but main one is PR. The Nostradamus scholar, who said he accurately predict the year of Queen Elizabeth's death, also predict that Charles will abdicate within the next year, and a man who never expected to be king will be crowned. I'm liking the sound of this, of King Archie, but good King Harry sound great too. What is it? I did say in one of my videos, couple things. Either, what is it? Not Charles, Camilla's kid, okay, might be the one. Or what was the other one, where people are fed up with the monarch and they're gonna ask for Harry. That was another thing that I said. Alright, not that I want to wish that on Harry, but I thought the idea was entertaining if it meant Charles and William were going to jail for corruption and Harry would be regent. Okay, well, I guess we know where Meghan and Harry will be, in California for Archie's birthday party, because there is no way I see them going to the coronation on their son's 4th birthday. And the other thing is, the only glue that they had, connection in the UK, she's no longer there. That was the Queen. I don't know, a couple times they went to visit the Queen. Nobody knew it afterward. Alright, so I don't know. I'll be surprised if I see them. Alright, a lot of time I'm like, don't go, but they still went anyway. So I'll be surprised. They're gonna surprise me anyway. Archie's birthday will overshadow the king coronation. Like somebody just mentioned here, maybe because they're gonna name what's her name, Camilla Queen or something like that. They want something to overshadow so nobody get to hear it, but while they do the paperwork. All right, remember, the paperwork is what's matter. The noise doesn't matter. What's on the books is what matter. Next tweet. Okay, I have 4 more. The Queen once forgot Edward's birthday altogether. A courtier had to send him a card afterward. The Windsor aren't a normal family. They communicate almost entirely through staff or through letters. The caliciousness and cruelty is part and parcel of their world. Oh my God, there's me laughing. Oh my God, she did. Oopsie. I remember Harry saying that someone will not allow him to speak with his grandmother once. How does that happen within a family? I know, it wasn't when he wanted to go meet her and then something had happened. They changed it on him. I don't know. This is so weird. Like I said, Harry was a voice of reasoning to the Queen. They didn't like that. Okay, that was one of my reasons for them trying to get Harry out of there, because Harry was too smart. They couldn't really bend Harry. Alright, Harry could read through all of their BS. So, hey, they got rid of him. They divide the brothers, and then look, he got rid of them. Now the monarch is, well, the father is fine with it, but the courtiers, will I say, yeah, I guess all of them are fine with it, because all they want to do is packaging stuff. Alright, Arch reading that almost made, let me read this. Because they're 1, entirely dependent on their staff, and 2, avoid interpersonal contact whenever possible. 90% of their disagreement could be resolved by direct communication, but they avoid it all costs. They prefer media leaks. Like one of Princess Diana's courtier or secretary was explaining how Princess Diana got something done really quickly just by making a phone call.
Story, please. Before they split up, Charles and Diana twice a year would have a program meeting where they would sit with their staffs and planned their diaries for the next 6 months. And this had obviously begun when the Prince was a bachelor, as a kind of a get-together with his close advisors to decide what they were going to do. And it had morphed into this huge meeting. The Prince's people on one side of a long table, and Diana and her people on the other. And the last couple of these meetings that we had, I can remember there was Diana and me, and maybe a lady in waiting. And there'd be maybe 20, 30, 40 people on the other side of the table. It was a stark visual reminder of what had happened to what had been previously a united household. But because we were that small, it reflected Diana's own preferences to be responsive, to react quickly to things, and she didn't like red tape. She was very good at doing her work, very disciplined, but she didn't like officialdom. So one time, the Prince of Wales was debating whether or not to do a particular engagement, and he wondered if his mother might do it instead, and his private secretary said, well, I will write a memo to the Queen's private secretary. And Diana leaned across the table and said, there's a telephone over there, why don't you pick it up and ask her yourself? And he did, like a man in a daze. And he went to the telephone, he picked it up, he got put through to the Queen. The Queen said, yes, of course I'll do it. And he came and sat back at the table and looked at Diana as if she was some sort of a miracle worker, because everything else was a wonderful British bureaucracy. Diana knew how to cut through it to get what was required.
Okay, ouch, reading that almost made me feel sorry for Edward. Okay, she came back from 6 months away, and instead of hugging and kissing her son, she shook his hand. Oh my God. And he offered his hand instead of hugging. Not normal. My goodness. She didn't even come home immediately. She and Phil stayed in London for a while to attend the races. Oh my Lord. Okay, I mean, I could understand if you had a place, instead of traveling and then go back and forth, you might as well stay. I could understand that part. But not hugging your kid when you see him, you'd rather shake his hand. My God. All right, let's see here. The coronation is probably being organized by the same person who organized the Queen's funeral. Okay, could be, but they probably choose the date too to make sure it's on that day. Okay, so he's quite literally the forgotten son. Then that's Edward, the youngest, usually is. Every day I learn something new about that family, and I don't like it. Ouch. Yeah, well, Prince Philip also forgot he exists. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. This is what happened when you're not a hands-on, probably. It makes it even worse for the last child. Next week, Prince Harry should tell us where the party is at, because May 6, 2023 is all about Archie. That is who we are celebrating on that day. Then Lily's birthday falls during the Queen's Jubilee, and it turns out, I think they celebrate separately at Frogmore. Even after everything that's happened, the coronation of Harry's father is a big deal to him. That might be different. Okay, those people love to follow blueprint, but remember, Harry don't follow blueprint. The blueprint that they're going with is that they think because it's the Queen, and the way it happened with the Queen, Harry then might come with the children and do his things and stay down low, whatever. But this one, with the Queen, Harry had relationship. Harry had relationship with the Queen.
How did it feel being back? Being with her.
Being with her, it was great. It was just so nice to see her. She's on great form. She's always got a great sense of humour with me, and I'm just making sure that she's protected and got the right people around.
Well, so he felt at ease with the Queen, with the kids as well, but he doesn't have that relationship that at ease with the father. So this is the missing part with that. This is what I'm going with. So if Harry goes, I don't know. This might be, but if I'm following the blueprint correctly, but the relationship Harry does not have with the father, that's probably what's gonna prevent him from going over there. All right. So that's the thing that I see here. This is the missing part they probably didn't get. All right. Harry had human relationship with the Queen. Harry does not have that with the father. All right. Even after everything that's happened, the coronation of Harry's father is a big deal to him. I feel everything will work out however Sussex see fit. Okay, to be fair though, the Jubilee is always celebrated then, and so many people complain when the Sussexes do anything that lands anywhere near something the Wells are doing. Okay, let's face it, I was never going to celebrate Chucky ever. It was always going to be Archie. What's that? Period. That's cute. It will be at Frogmore Cottage after Grandpa Coronation. I don't know. I'm reserving my opinion on this. Harry have been surprising me a couple times, but if I were to bet, all right, if I were to push come to shove, I'm gonna go with he's not gonna go because there's no relationship. Okay, the two people he had relationship with are both dead. Okay, they're not alive. That was Prince Philip and the Queen. They're no longer there, so he doesn't have that kind of relationship with the father, so I don't think he's gonna go. Okay, my friend said she'd love it if they told Charles, sorry, can't make the coronation, we have a birthday party to attend. I know. Okay, 6th of May is universal. They don't own the date, but it will forever be taught in school up and down Britain that the king was coronated, etched in history forever. Archie is overseas American and no consequences to Britain, but I hope he has a lovely birthday overseas. Okay, crown will be just fine. Whatever. Okay, I'm pretty sure they can celebrate both occasions. Archie may well even be proud that his grandfather is crowned king on his birthday. How many kids can say that? All right, that's that. Who is Archie? Okay, but there you are. You here. Okay, exactly. All right. As long as it doesn't involve taxpayers' money, like the baby shower, etc., then they can have a great day, whichever day it is. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Karen, oh my god, I was cracking up on this. Karen, you think that's funny, but you won't like if Charles dies from a broken heart if his son and grandson don't go to his coronation. Will you laugh then? There's a rolling eye. Me? I don't know. You took my black
mouth open wide.
Oh, wide open eye. Those squad are crazy. Where did she find this to put that? Okay, Charles made it clear when he Charles made it clear when he cut off their security that he doesn't care if his son and grandson live or die. That's exactly that. Okay, preach, and he stopped returning his son's phone calls. That's it. There it is. I'm telling you, the squad don't forget the elephant. Preach, and he stopped returning his son's phone calls too. Laughing my ass off. I was laughing at this. All right, the Barney thing. The same Charles who scheduled the coronation on his grandson's birthday is the one with the broken heart. Laughing my ass off. Yes, the same Charles who cut off his son and grandson's security after leaking their location. There's the rolling eye. That's his fault for being petty, okay, and for being a lousy deadbeat dad. There's that. What is that? 14 seconds. What is that? Oh my god. I'm tired. The squad be finding those things. This Joanne Cusack's laugh is everything in this movie, and it applies so well to this. Alright. It applies so well to this. Okay, they need mind their business. Me and you. Also, did the Karen say anything about Harry's broken heart? Did she care? Or she's one of those that only care about heir to the throne and anyone on the throne? Okay, a broken what now? Exactly. Definitely. Okay, next tweet. Okay, Archbishop of Canterbury lied by omission by not responding to the question of whether he was present at the Sussexes' private vow. His divisionary response was intentional to allow confusion for false accusation against the Sussexes. Now his boss is an adulterer. It could be, all right? They're probably putting pressure on those people. Look how many people they're throwing in front to go say some BS. Maybe he wants to, I don't know, maybe they threaten him and then he doesn't really want to lie, and at the same time he wants to stay alive. I don't know. So, I don't know. But when he came out to defend that pedophile, I was done with him. Okay, I think he will have lost his job because they said the church doesn't allow him to do that. I don't think he was betrayed them. He said he met them, but what happened was private. Does that? You mean the man of God who worked for years abroad, including in Africa, serving money? I mean rich corporation, then retired and remembered that he can serve God too. The very man of God who told people to back off Prince Andrew. There's that. And they wonder why churches are empty on Sundays. His Pontius Pilate to me, giving his position. I hope he's prayed for forgiveness. I don't know. I think they're putting pressure on him. But these people, I don't know. You know, they're all a baggage for God. Let me leave my opinion off of that. They're all a baggage for God. Only God knows what they've done. Plus, he was out here capping for Andrew to be forgiven and allowed back into public eye, even though Andrew was never admitted wrongdoing nor asked for forgiveness. That's the thing here. He had to please his real boss, the royal family. They had both going to burn in hell. Totally agree. I wonder, you know, let me not go there. To be fair, the whole church is based on Henry VIII wanting to ditch his first wife. What exactly is the bar here? Level pegging? Oh, that's a great observation. It's true. That family was really hard on their closest relatives. I've been reading British Anglo-Norman Celtic history from 1600 back to 900 AD. What an eye-opener. These British royal family folks mostly repeat what's in their genes. Harry understands. Let's not forget also, the priest or the archbishop is human. Okay? So there must be some sort of a pressure that was put on him to go in public and try to say some BS to protect the royal family. Okay? So him trying to stay alive, all right, because they probably threatened him. Maybe he did something stupid and they're holding that against him. So to please the royal family, in my humble opinion, he went out and said whatever he said, and at the same time stay true to what actually happened without even giving Harry or Meghan the benefit of the doubt. Just go somewhere in the middle, because remember, the pattern of the royal family is everything Harry and Meghan bad. So they wanted him probably to go and say something negative about Harry and Meghan. So instead, he just stayed somewhere neutral. So I truly believe there was some sort of a pressure. The same pressure they put on him to go defend Prince Andrew, because they were trying. Because I think there's some stuff that I read where Andrew wanted to be back as a working royal. I guess he wanted money, where he usually go get money and the or something like that. So they were trying to ease him to go back into the public, for the public to accept him. All right. So they sent him out first. So the value of priests no longer respected anymore, because these people have abused their position so much. Nobody, well, I will not say nobody, majority of people don't respect priests because there's so many shady things that's been going on. And then you have Andrew, who did a very bad indecency crime against a child, well, maybe children. We don't know the full capacity of it, but they sent him to go and defend him. So a lot of people will not accept that. So that's one of the things we need to take into consideration, where they're putting pressure on him to go speak to the public, to ease the public and stuff like that. But people have mind of their own. They see what's going on. So give him benefit of the doubt. I'm not fully pushing him or blame him for some of the thing. Maybe they're holding something against him and they're pushing him to go and say certain things that he have said. All right. So, but that's it. He stayed neutral pretty much. The Archbishop didn't mind going on TV trying to give Andrew absolutely absolution, but could not say yes. He was at Harry and Meghan the day they said private vow to each other. You know what really matter? Okay, it's that Harry and Meghan know they did it. If he wants to be somewhat petty or whatever, that's his doing. Harry and Meghan, as long they are true to themselves, that's it. There was a movie I saw on Netflix where, what is it? It was a mixed face thing, and then the guy, I think is from one of the European country, could have been Spain, and then or France or something like that, and then went somewhere in Africa, met one of the local women, fell in love with her. They got married. Their marriage was at a beach, just both of them, and they did their vow in front of the ocean, and there was that special rock or something like that. I forgot how that movie called, but yeah. But let's see this one. This is my last one. I wasn't gonna do this, but let's see. Here's Chris Smith of Sky News Australia and his quote coverage and quote of Meghan Markle. Let's listen to this.
Meghan Markle has released yet another self-indulgent podcast episode, this time complaining about being called crazy. If the shoe fits. Meghan Markle has...
No, they're all a baggage for God. That's all I know. All right. While working on a current affair in 1994, Smith was found to have forged the signature of 9 corporate lawyers. How the hell will you forge a lawyer? Of all people, lawyers? Okay, signature of 9 corporate lawyers, Jane Margard, to have a prisoner released from Malawi Detention Center for an interview. Smith was later charged by police and admitted forging the signature. Smith was suspended for almost a year. How the hell did he get a job for doing that? Wow. Almost a year while the criminal investigation was carried out. He was sentenced to serve 2 years in prison, suspended for 2 years. He returned to ACA as a producer, but not before he was exposed and marked on Media Watch and in the media at large. Wow. In the late night, I was going to say 1990, while working at a current affair, Smith attended an office farewell party for Mike Wellesley Jr. It was alleged Smith exposed himself. What the hell? Exposed himself to a number of female employees. What? Oh, God. 2 of them reported the incident, demanding an apology. My God, never worked near this guy. Reportedly, it was laughed off by program management who backed Smith. Oh, my God. Phew. Christopher Smith, born July 22, 1962, is an Australian talkback radio broadcaster. He formerly presented the 2GB Sydney afternoon show, Career. Smith has publicly addressed his alcoholism and mental health problems. Oh my God. It's not funny, but oh Lord. Smith has publicly addressed his alcoholism and mental health problems on a number of occasions. In an interview with the Daily Telegraph, stating, quote, "I can never go back to that point. I've made some significant changes to my life. I think to a certain degree, you have to hit ground zero before you do that." Smith has attempted to justify his behavior by citing alcoholism and suffering from bipolar disorder. Oh, God. You know what, God? They're all a baggage for you. I don't know. Okay, so his peers light or peers on crack. I need the cliff note. Okay, a lot of shoes need to fit him. All right, a lot of shoes need to fit him. My first reaction was, sir, do you have dementia? Because you seem to have forgotten your past. Here, let me remind you. I have a son with bipolar disorder. It doesn't make you expose yourself to women. Good Lord. Yeah, that's just an excuse. He does his thing and then create an excuse. All right? If there was consequences, believe me, that would have stopped. Okay, my dad was bipolar and neither did he. All right. A fine case, sexism, misogyny, and possible racism, definitely selective memory loss. Okay, he remembered very well. He's just using it to get himself out of whatever situation. Okay, there's the laugh. I'm going to use that line. Rupert Murdoch hack. Prince Harry is suing News Corp International for phone hacking. Of course, the perv has hidden agenda. All right, there's more comment, but I need to stop. That was my last tweet to share with you. So let's do a prayer. What should we pray for? Prayer. for victory and consequences. Okay, let's do that. Okay, any side prayers? None. I need to finish. I don't want my son to knock on the door and then I'm still. Let's do this one. I don't know. Oh, it's so small. Okay, let's do this. Prayer for victory over strongholds. No demon on earth will prosper, for I am equipped and ready to charge and to battle. Clothed and look at this. When I say Harry need to fight these people because they will never leave him alone. Okay, that's that. That's what first came in my mind. Okay, no demon on earth will prosper, for I am equipped and ready to charge and to battle. Clothed in your mighty armor and stepping out in faith, for the battle is already won. You are always by my side, therefore I cannot and will not ever be defeated. Yet if I do stumble and fall or lose my way, I can rest assured knowing that you will pick me up and comfort me. Alright, I think this is good. Alright, please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And that's it.
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.